Apparently, if I want results in life, I have to start talking to boys. Yeah, wife me up if you're in the London area. I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
Listen, just lonely things over here, okay, without her man, okay?
People think I'm encouraging cheating. No. Like, I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
yes.
he's just like, it's like a handshake.
Yeah.
Women act like this is the most unforgivable thing, that he is the ultimate bad guy, the ultimate demon if he does this. I'm sorry, sometimes you contributed to it. And women take no accountability for that. And that he wants to go to the bar with his buddies because you make that shit a hellhole. Because you are so unpleasant to be around. And men getting hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
I am so enlightened by Pearl teaching us how being a man will magically eliminate all of the consequences of cheating. You know, like breaking your trust with your partner by lying to them, getting another woman pregnant that you now have to support, humiliating your wife, causing family dysfunction, and bringing home disease.
If a man cheats,
Yes.
it's like a handshake.
That is one hell of a handshake, Pearl. And promoting promiscuity is a great way to help create the single moms that her podcast actively speaks out against.
Their mating strategy is they don't want to pass on resources to another man's kid. Like that's why they're repulsed by hoes. That's why they're repulsed by like other people's children.
You're probably wondering by now, where is Pearl's ring? Well, I'm here to inform you that Pearl is single and unmarried at 26 years old.
And the reason I decided to go to therapy is because in the next like 5 to 7 years, ideally, you know, some things are out of your control, but ideally I'd like to be married.
Sorry. Every time I see her talk about getting into a relationship, I just keep hearing
she is too picky.
just lonely things. That's all I keep thinking about.
According to her, is because she is too picky.
You're single over a certain age, you're probably too picky.
And I say that it's because she's too picky because she claims that 28 years old is pretty old to be getting married.
What do men value? Third thing men value, youth. How are they getting youth when the average age of first marriage for women in the US is 28.6 years old?
And Pearl doesn't have much long-term experience in dating either. According to this interview on Yahoo News and what Pearl says online about her dating experiences on various podcasts, she's only had a couple of boyfriends. If you can do the math of her being 23 in the Yahoo interview, they couldn't have been that long considering she just turned 26 in the past couple of months. And that got me interested in knowing who is Pearl picking, considering that anytime a guy does something wrong, no matter what it is, she tells women to simply just pick better.
Okay, so then you pick guys that cheat.
I discovered that last year Pearl tweeted about a breakup she had, so I decided to go ahead and check the archives. And it turns out that Pearl actually got catfished by an obese man with 2 children on TikTok.
Pick better, bitch.
She got catfished by an obese man with 2 kids. I'm sorry. I think I'm starting to build a crush on this monotonous girl.
Baby, when did we start dating?
Yep. That's right, an obese man with 2 children on TikTok. And I point out that he's obese because Pearl is constantly dunking on fat girls.
Why do I need to look at your rolls and then I have to go on social media? Then boom, whale. Boom, another whale.
The cherry on top is that Pearl has been pretty adamant about men having children being a deal breaker for her.
For me personally, I'm not into the guys with kids. That's not my thing.
Instead of immediately breaking up with him for hiding 2 whole children from her, she instead takes him in to live with her and her family to mooch off of them.
Because he was homeless when I first met him. So I like moved him into my parents' house so he could get an ID.
Too.
Yeah, and so my parents put him like on our lease.
Aww.
So that was how and they like moved him in for he lived with us for like a month.
Meanwhile, Pearl is out here humble bragging about her bagging a rich one on podcasts.
Oh, he was a millionaire. Like it was just like he didn't know what to do with it.
How did you know a millionaire?
He was on social media and I saw he lived like kind of close to me, and so I made like videos saying like, oh, we should like hang out.
Hey man, I told you we don't got much commentary for this one. This shit wild, bro. They're going through it.
Oh my god.
They are exposing the shit out.
Oh my day. Woo!
Homeless millionaire.
Like, have you never seen those videos of girls like shooting their shots at guys
None.
publicly? I was on TikToks and I did a video saying, you know, when he's not doing this like comedic bit, he's actually kind of fine. Like, I live in Chicago, you live in Chicago, we should like hang out.
I am pretty confident that Pearl is referring to her ex Wanya in these instances because Wanya is from Chicago like the millionaire ex she talks about in the video. There are multiple articles saying that Wanya was homeless when he was around 22 years old. I do find it funny that Pearl dating Wanya, or people know him as Angry Reactions, was framed as her bagging a rich one. Meanwhile, he actually moved on to date a more attractive redhead, and she's still single and unmarried. It seems like her advice on lowering her standards to get married isn't working out so well for her. Pearl has the absolute audacity to tell women to pick better when she literally got catfished by some girl's obese baby daddy on TikTok.
Tabarnak! Woo! My girl's going in.
My crush is building.
Yeah, he has a lot of followers, but he ended up having to mooch off of her anyway, so. Not only does she regularly dunk on obese people, even taunting them in her TikTok bio before she got banned, but Pearl will even put all the blame on women for obesity in America, despite half the obese population in America being men. How can Pearl dunk on fat girls so often, considering that she has clearly neglected her own self-care? This video of her is only from 1 month ago, and it might surprise you to learn that she's a professional athlete.
Tabarnak!
Is she being petty?
Yes.
Is she making points? Yes. Do I approve? Absolutely.
God
Now,
damn.
just porky things. Let's keep going.
And despite her lack of self-care, she still likes to spout a lot of statistics about fat women, despite being corrected on this by Destiny on her live stream.
There's a lot of fat people. Fat people stay with fat people.
But women by and large are fatter than men. Women, and if you go in the U.S., the woman's always fatter. BMI.
So in the U.S., the average BMI for a man is 26.6, and the average BMI for a woman is 26.5.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yikes. Carry on.
But even after he corrected her, she continued to misrepresent the statistic.
How can we say that as a whole, in the US and the West, we're good wives, when 80% of us are overweight, and that's the number one thing that men value? There's a lot of room for improvement with Western women. 70% of us are overweight. The average man makes more than the average woman, but the average woman is fatter than the average man.
So this is actually a really good one, because it shows that all these people who say the red pill is the truth or whatever, when they're given the actual accurate information, they'll still go back to peddling a lie because it benefits their grifts. Even though this is something that most people just skim past, what I think it really shows is that she's a liar. And she will purposefully lie, and she's caught in real time lying because it benefits her audience and she can sell her product. It's actually the most telling thing in this whole interview in a random way, or this whole video, because you see her lying in real time. She got the right information, went back to the false information because it appeals to the people she wants to sell things to.
Pearl speaks on men valuing attractiveness, purity, and youth, and says in order to get a high-value husband, or husband at all, you should be those things.
Men value purity and youth.
Yeah.
Purity, youth, beauty.
Pearl fails to meet these standards herself, despite wanting to get married so badly.
Not only is she accurate on the thing,
Yeah.
and she's thorough in her research, but goddamn, my girl's a savage.
I don't even care that Pearl is unmarried. I just hate the fact that she constantly clowns other people for not being,
Yes.
and she can't even do her own fucking
Yeah.
diligence to do her own work.
But it's a bit what you said earlier.
Like,
you was talking about, women are being detestable because they always argue and stuff like that, and they nagging. So you making you said and it is true. That's her.
Yeah.
She's doing exactly that. She's the polar opposite of
what she preaches.
Yeah.
Apparently, if I want results in life, I have to start talking to boys. Yeah, wife me up if you're in the London area. You know?
In terms of purity, Pearl's not a virgin. Pearl actually wanted to partake in hookup culture.
But I swear to God, like, guys don't try to sleep with me.
Really?
like, I swear to God, I've been on a date and I would have been dead, and you just never tried. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even touch me once.
Yeah.
He touched me once, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really have guys approach me often.
It could be the clothes.
It could be the clothes. They are flaming a motherfucker. They are flaming a motherfucker.
They're killing her. They're killing her.
Her especially.
We're just witnessing the murder with popcorn in hand. I ain't snitching on no one. We all saw it. We not saying a word to the cops. We enjoying this one.
Whoop whoop. That's the sound of me not saying shit.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. We watching this one.
So, according to Pearl, I guess we shouldn't be taking her advice considering that she can't attract men even for casual encounters.
I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
Okay, Venti. Okay, Venti. Okay, Brittany, go on, do your thing.
Flaming.
Yes.
Flaming. Who's that girl?
Brittany Venti.
Okay.
Hey guys, if you guys are liking this video, go to her channel, give it a sub, go like. You know what I mean?
Damn.
She's somebody who espouses conservative values in a lot of things, but she's really good about what she does, at least from what I'm seeing in this video. So, I mean, I'm going to give her, I mean, she did this much research. You got to go show her some love. Give her some of that AdSense dollars, okay?
And she thinks what's holding her back is the fact that she's like 6 feet tall.
I would say if there's one thing that's held me back in dating, it is the height.
But I think it's because of her desperation, and they can sense it along with her low standards.
She just doesn't give off any feminine qualities. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, forget how I feel about her personally as a person. I can separate the two things. I've hated personalities online, but she fine as hell. Or I could see Pearl has zero sex appeal. This is what it is. That's why she went on a date with a dude and he didn't even try anything. It's because, that's all. That's what it really comes down to. This ain't even hate or anything. This is just facts. Guys, if I'm lying, you guys get in the comments. And don't be a hater. Be honest. Don't say you would hit it because you haven't masturbated in 3 months. Like, if you got some options in life. And I would never talk about somebody like this openly, but because she talks about desirability and she can't find, like, I'm going to just tell you why you can't. It's because there's zero sex appeal.
Oh, hi. Yeah. You know, summer's coming out and things are going to be pretty hot for your skin. And you don't want to use anything that's going to be able to, you know, ouch. Hot. That's going to be able to hurt your skin. You want something soft. You know what I mean? Come here. That's why T.H. Henley has the product for you. Yeah, you do not want to use some abrasive stuff on your skin. Some of you are degenerate. Soap from the dishwasher to wash the nooks and crannies. Come on, pass on, baby. Summer's coming. If you don't know what to do with your skin, I would suggest you to use the Level 1 box. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. A scrub to get in the nooks and crannies, to get all the little residue out. You know, there's a daily facial wash. There's also an AM moisturizer with SPF 15. No, it's SPF 20 for the sun. Yeah. Use them promo. T.H. Henley. Use that thing. It's really great. It's for your skin and it's soft. And since the wonderful weather is coming, you do want to be able to use that and have a wonderful skin. Yeah. Thank you for that.
If you click on the link below, you will not only save 30% off your first box, but you will also receive a gift.
And get your skin ready for summer, you know. Yeah. Well, that started. How about you?
And you know, if a guy has all the things that you look for, he might cheat. Yeah. So how can I be that mad if he cheats when it's like I picked him?
Would you accept if he's just stepping up but not getting anyone pregnant?
Are we married?
No, you're in a relationship.
I think if I'm being truly honest with myself, for the right guy, I probably would.
How many times?
I don't know how many times.
She's basically announcing to the world, hey, I'm Pearl. I'll tolerate cheating. Please marry me.
That is facts. Like,
Yo.
you just look pathetic.
Yo.
I would tolerate cheating from the right man. It's like, you would tolerate somebody, like, betraying your trust? Let me be generous. Let me be good faith here.
Yeah.
Maybe what Pearl's saying is, like, I would allow a dynamic in which my man could step out and, like, I would be fine with it. Okay? That's not the same. That's not cheating. When you say cheating, that means that he is betraying your trust. That means that you guys have come to an agreement and this person's stepping outside of that. If you're saying you want a one-sided open relationship, just say that. Stop saying cheating if that's not what you mean. But if you're saying you would allow somebody to cheat on you regularly, you're a loser, okay? Sorry. You want to get in a, that's how I would see you. I would never take someone like that seriously. You can't even assert your own boundaries and keep something in terms of sanctity of your relationship solid, how are you going to educate your kids in terms of respecting themselves and respecting their dynamic? How are you as a Christian woman going to educate your children in that life while at the same time doing something that's completely as one of the worst sins in Christianity? Sorry, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But anyways, if I'm being good faith, that's what I think she might have meant.
I wouldn't say worst sin, but whatever.
I mean, it's one of the only sins for which you can break your marriage.
But it's not one of the worst sins.
No?
No.
Why not?
But it's not.
If it's one of the only things that you can do to break a marriage, how would you say it's not the worst sin?
Because
you could do a lot in a marriage.
Yeah, because the thing that happened, it's not sins is not necessarily inherently within the marriage. There's other sins that exist, right? And the worst sin, I believe, is killing yourself.
Yes, that is one of the worst. Okay, you don't say adultery is in the top 5?
I wouldn't know.
Okay,
but
is adultery?
I think murder is worse. Top 5. There's 7s, nigga. Like, stop. No. There's 7 deadly sins.
Adultery is considered a great sin.
It's a great sin, but it's just 7 main sins. There's 7.
This is what it says. In Genesis 20, it says, maintaining a primary bond with one spouse is essential. Failing to hold one's spouses at the most important human relationship is the beginning of problems.
That's according to Genesis. But there's the New Testament and the Old Testament.
Okay. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die.
According to Genesis, that's in the Old Testament.
This is Leviticus.
My nigga.
I don't know Bible stuff.
Don't step in. That's not your lane.
Hey.
I would never step on Quran shit.
Hey.
That's not your lane.
Hey. Listen. I don't even step in on Quran shit. The Muslims be getting mad. Okay.
Exactly.
Listen. Leviticus sounds kind of fire. Leviticus. Hey.
Leviticus.
Leviticus. Genesis. All them niggas. They sound kind of.
That's the Old Testament.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to
Old Testament, nigga.
Okay, you know what? My Christians. I said top 5.
There's 7 deadly sins, nigga.
There's 7, but there's more sins beyond that. I said, is it one of the most serious ones? And you said no.
No, it's not.
Okay. We having a biblical
7.
Hey, Ruslan, get in these comments. Who? Ruslan, he's a Christian YouTuber who be doing this thing. He's reading the comments sometimes. He about to be on this. He wanted to interview you too.
The what?
He wants to interview you.
He wants to
interview, yeah.
Why?
He has very insightful stuff. Don't worry. It's not like he's going to slap you over the head with a Bible.
Shit, if he does.
But he's good. He's cool.
I'll slap back.
Especially considering she's on her dad's dime.
Number 1, I'm sorry I'm not a brokey. My dad yells at me for accounting every month, and I have to like organize like business expenses versus personal. So my dad does yell at me when I pull out cash when you can't see what you spend it on.
Pearl reminds me of Pearl from SpongeBob, asking her dad, Mr. Krabs, for money.
How much is all this costing me? Here's the receipt. I oughta...
Oh, Daddy, you got me everything I wanted.
She also reminds me of Mr. Krabs' daughter because he wants her to be a star and he's paying her way to do so.
Sorry. That was a crazy reference.
You know who Mr. Krabs' daughter is?
Who?
What she is?
What? She's a whale.
A whale?
Wait, bro, let's keep watching. I'm not going to do that.
Being a little YouTuber is tough. I'm really tired of being broke, Dad. I can't mooch off of you forever.
My little girl is finally a star.
Give me a K-R-U!
I'm sure that Pearl understands the real-world struggles of the average person from her 10-bedroom mansion.
You guys want the house tour?
But clearly there is one thing that money cannot buy, and that thing is taste. This video is from Pearl's channel called Wife School. In the first episode, she and Allie, known as Real Femme Sapien on YouTube, meet up to improve on Pearl's fashion, along with a male stylist who is supposed to be helping Pearl attract a husband by improving her outfits. So let's take a look at some of the outfits he puts her in.
Perfect for a night out on the town.
I'll do the full twirl. That's fine.
This dress looks like a trash bag.
Yo. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
God, Liz.
Oh, my days.
Sorry, bro. I just got...
She said it, and we all went true.
Shit. Whoa!
Okay. All right, Venti, go ahead. Let's go.
You are a little savage.
Hey.
It's unflattering on her because it's showcasing her stomach, which is not what she should be highlighting. Not only that, but the black is washing her out, making her look very drained, especially considering the fact that she normally doesn't wear makeup. Going without makeup is a personal choice and it's fine, but if you're gonna do that, you need to know your color palette or you will look even more tired and sickly when you wear the wrong colors. I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit of color theory to you guys. Color season is a system that utilizes color theory to categorize where each person falls under in order to easily find out what colors look good on them. It's based on how their skin's undertones interact with other colors, and that involves how light or dark their skin is relative to the hair and eye color. If you have warm undertones in your skin, you'll look more yellow with green veins in your wrists, and if you're cool tone, you'll look more pinkish or reddish with blue veins on your wrists. If you have a warm undertone, you should wear warm colors. If you have cool undertones, cool tone colors will suit you best. You have to have a trained eye to be able to see it in some cases, but Pearl is cool toned as you can see with her pink flush in her skin. Pearl is either a light summer because of her cool tone coloration, or she would be a light spring because it's right next to light summer in the color wheel. It's a little hard to tell on the internet, but I know for sure she's on that side of the color wheel. If you look at someone and the first thing you see is their outfit's color instead of their own natural coloration and features, then you're wearing the wrong colors. The stylist doesn't apply this knowledge or even utilize basic color theory, and instead, he takes her to a cheap, fast fashion store like Zara. If he were actually good at his job, he would not be making these mistakes. If money were an issue, which clearly for Pearl it's not, there are better budget-friendly places you could go to for higher quality clothes. For example, go thrifting. But yeah, clearly Pearl doesn't need to go thrifting. He could have just taken her to a higher end mall or a department store. Honestly, he just does her dirty the entire time.
That's super cool.
Oh my days. Okay, I should confess something to you guys. This stylist, I know who he is. I met him while I was in London. He's actually a fan of ours. I just recognized him. I think this is purposeful sabotage. And so, yo, listen, Leighton, if you're watching this, shout outs to you.
That looks really nice.
Where would I go with this outfit?
I think that could be an afternoon. I think that could be an evening outfit. I think you could go out in Shoreditch wearing that. You could go to Canary Wharf to one of the bars down there. Meet some nice high value guy.
He looks at her with a straight face, telling her she's going to meet a high value guy in this outfit.
Hey, you remember when we said women are way more vicious with women?
Sorry.
That's just facts.
Oh, it'll look nice going out for errands and having a nice dinner. He's just talking out of his ass.
So what do we rate this, 1 to 10?
I reckon it's a high 8.
Like, I don't know how a stylist can honestly rate these outfits so high.
Alright, now we're talking.
Spin, not too fast. Okay.
He must think that she's a dumpster because he keeps putting her in trash bags.
Tabarnak! Bro! What? Qu'est-ce que le fuck?
Oh, you know what? This one's actually not bad. This one actually looks decent.
Yeah, I just don't see the shape.
I think the color.
Angle it.
It's all right.
Yeah, this one's alright.
This is actually like the only one.
Better.
This is the only one that's fine.
Because he's done it now like 3 or 4 times in this video, and he's not highlighting any of the flattering parts of her body, which defeats the entire purpose of having a stylist help you. There are several different body shapes, but for Pearl, she holds most of her weight proportionately in her arms and in her stomach. And that should have been taken into consideration when he was dressing her. Regardless if she loses weight, her proportions will stay the same relative to her other body parts. You can bring balance back to the body by drawing the attention to the most attractive body parts and away from the least attractive ones using color, patterns, texture. But of course, he would know that if he actually knew what the hell he was doing as a stylist. It is honestly just so frustrating watching him not look smacks her. In this outfit, the skirt does not work. Pearl could have put on some jeans with a wider cut at the bottom to balance her upper, heavier half, or she could have put on a skirt that was A-line, high-waisted, and above the knee, but in middle of the thigh, not too short. Would have done the trick to bring attention to her legs and away from her stomach.
I'm pulling in the back because it's too big.
That is, though, size aside, that's pretty cool, but...
Sorry. These fucking outfits are jarring.
That is proper, like, New Year's Eve party type.
Yes, should I wear it for New Year's Eve? Get it fitted? Or looking glass?
Yeah.
You see how he literally highlights her stomach with bright green sparkles? I can't take this anymore. And then he has the audacity He must got it from Pearl. The audacity to suggest for her to tailor a Zara dress that won't survive one wash.
She's gutting Pearly. She's gutting fucking Zara.
But you know what? She's not just being petty. She's speaking facts.
She's not wrong.
She knows what she's talking about.
That's the thing.
She knows what she's talking about. So I'll take it.
You might not like the delivery, but I mean,
hey, you got your pizza.
It's still a pizza.
Literally go watch a fashion channel. Go watch Ali Art on YouTube and then come back to us when you actually know how to do your job. And it's not just her frumpy style that's preventing her from looks maxing. It's also her presentation with her hair. She's not bothering to style it. And many people are even commenting about it under her TikTok, telling her to brush her hair. Pearl's hair just needs a haircut with some texturing to give it volume so that it's not so stuck and flat to her head. Her hair is very manageable. How is she going to teach other women how to attract a husband when she doesn't even put the minimal effort in her own appearance?
I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
But you vex.
So if she wants to be taken seriously, she should care about her overall presentation, including her fashion, hairstyle, her attitude, and bodily self-care. This situation is so deeply embarrassing and desperate. She has no business telling other women how to attract a husband. I wanted to give Pearl credit for trying to improve on her fashion, but she makes it really hard to do so when even months after this video, she continues to show up on camera with her hair undone, unbrushed, stuck to her head, no volume.
That was not washed.
She looked like she balding in that photo.
Yeah.
Because you could see her fucking
It's just because it's greasy. It's dirty. Her hair is dirty. That's really why. So it clumps up together and there's no volume.
Okay. All right. I think we watched enough of this. If you guys want to see the rest of it, there's plenty of portions that we didn't watch in this because we want to encourage you guys to go watch the full video. So go support her because she did a great job. If you guys like this video, leave a like and comment, but definitely go there. I'll say this. I don't want to have to cover this girl again. Okay. I promise you guys we do one last video, and I thought this was a good one because I think it summarized a lot of the issues that exist with this person. And I think it also showed in real time how she lies on purpose because it suits her agenda financially. So like we said before, we think a lot of these people are grifting. We think a lot of these people want to make money off the fact that men are upset. Men have real grievances. Men have real issues. And these people want to speak to these people and their hurt and their pain to try to get their money. That's what it really comes down to. That's why so many of these guys will donate to Fresh and Fit and say foul things to the women who are on the panel. That's why men will donate to Pearl so she can say things to the people on the panel. It's their chance to get back at a lot of these people. It's not surprising.
No.
And Pearl, she is what she is. But yeah, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't want to kill her off again. So I don't have much else to say. What do you want to say?
That girl was speaking facts.
Yeah.
She was speaking facts.
Facts.
Backing up. It was probably like harsh delivery, yeah, but backing up with a lot of facts. So there's nothing much to say about that.
Bam.
You know what I mean? Like, she does things to benefit herself, and that's pretty much it. She wants to dunk on women. She wants to dunk on black women. And yeah, she said it. It came out of her mouth. You know what I mean? Why should I take advice from you?
Yeah.
It came out of her own mouth.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you got catfished by.
that's the first time that she was not lying, my girl.
Yep.
You was not lying there. Why should people take advice from you?
That's it. If that's really your goal, like, listen, if a woman's 28, unmarried, I don't care. But if you talk about how it's your goal and you shame other people for not being, like, bitch, I'm gonna laugh at you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna laugh at you. You out here telling everybody to get in shape while you stuffing a Twinkie down your throat. I'm gonna laugh at you too. That's what you advocate.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah.
You could be in your late 30s not married. I wouldn't be like, oh, lonely bitch. I don't give a fuck.
But you care so much.
But if you want to shame others, if you want to clown other people, calling them whales, meaning your ass looking a little frumpy, yeah, you can get that work.
Make sure
you can get it.
Make sure that
and you deserve it too.
Make sure that your bedroom is clean.
People are giving you the energy that you gave others. Don't cry now.
It's funny how you moved to the UK only to live in a glass house and throw rocks.
There you go. Should have stayed in that mansion, stupid. Anything else you want to say? All right, well, let us know what you guys think about Just Lonely Thing.